Hello and welcome to part 6 and the final part of making the Knitty Kritters Tiggle Ted, and we've completed the head in part 5. Now I explained to you that I made a big mistake in part 5. I actually missed out one of the rounds, round 4. So my nose was very shallow. So I've since done the head again off camera. I didn't think you needed to, you've got all the information you need really in part 5, and I've also made the ears, because the ears were basically a circle, and we've done that before in all of the other parts. So we did it when we started the head here, and we did it when we started the body and the feet and the paws. So basically we just made a big circle, and just get the pattern. We just made a big circle and folded it in half, and the pattern says chain 2, work double crochet into the second chain from the hook, and then double crochet in every stitch, and we've done that so many times before, so I didn't think you needed to see that. Double crochet all around, and then a decrease row, double crochet and 2 together 4 times, and that left us with 4, and then we fastened off, and I just overstitched the edge of the ears. I left myself a decent thread so that I can sew the ears on here, and I'll leave those till the last. I like to put the eyes on first. So if you look at this head, you'll see you've got a flat side and you've got a curved side. So obviously your eyes need to go on the curved side. Now I've also done all the black parts. So I have made the nose, and again it's just the same as we've done before. The only difference is we've introduced a new stitch, and the new stitch is a half treble crochet. So yeah, so I'll show you how to do that. So I'll do that in a minute with you, just so you know how to do it, but it's very similar to what we've been doing. Okay, so there's the nose. That'll sit on there. Again, I've left myself a good long thread to sew it on. And then I've made the paw, the little pieces for the paw and the eyes. So I've got 2 there the same size. They should all be the same size. We've got 2 there the same size. That will be the eyes. And again, I've left myself a good long thread there to attach. And once I've attached those, then I'll have an idea where the ears need to go. And it recommends that you look at the pattern, at the picture on the pattern, and see the placement of the eyes and the ears. Now the eyes on that one are a bit further apart. I've got mine a bit closer together. It's up to you, it's your teddy, the personality you want, and then once you've done that you need to make a little mouth. So we need to pop that nose just a little bit higher up, and then his mouth will go there. Okay, so I'll just pop these to one side, and then I'll come back to you to show you how to do the half treble crochet. Okay, I'm back. So I'm just going to show you how to do this on, I've just got a small round here, and I'm just going to show you how to do it on here. And I've only got a little bit of thread left, so okay, so half double crochet, you've got your stitch on your hook, and you're going to yarn over, needle, insert into the next stitch, pull through, and you've got 3 stitches on your hook, and you're going to pull through all 3. Okay, so yarn over, insert your needle into the next stitch, pull through and pull through 3. Okay, one more time, yarn over, insert into the next stitch, yarn over needle, pull through and pull through 3, and there we are. Okay, I should make a pig's ear of that just at the end, but there we are. Okay, so I'll show you one more time. Okay, hope you can see this. Right, so you've got 1 stitch on your hook, yarn over, insert into the next stitch, yarn round needle, pull through, yarn round needle, pull through 3, yarn round needle, insert into the next stitch, yarn round needle, pull through, yarn round needle and pull through 3. I've done it again. It's always fun when you've been working with thick yarn and a thick hook, and then you change to a thin yarn and a thin hook, just getting back into the swing of it. So yarn round needle, insert into the next stitch, yarn round needle, pull through, yarn round needle and pull through 3. Okay, yarn round needle, insert into the next stitch, yarn round needle, pull through, yarn round needle and pull through all 3, and that's your half treble crochet. Okay, so that's nice and easy. So I'll undo that because that was one of my paw pieces, and I just thought I'd show you how to do it on there. So I've completed the paw pieces. Got them all tangled up here. So I've got 2 slightly larger, which are for the feet. There we are. I think that is that a larger one. And then I've got 2 slightly smaller for the paws. So that's those. Just keep those together, and all I've done is I've fastened off the piece of yarn that was in the centre, and I've left myself a piece of yarn for sewing these onto the feet or the paws. So that's that. Now I've done exactly the same with the eyes and the little pieces for the paw, which are these bits here. So I've got 3 for that foot there, and I've got 3 more here for the other foot. That's 6, and I've got 2 eyes. There we are. Okay, so I'll sew those on and show you how that works. Now I'm not going to sew everything on. I'm sure that you'll be able to do that, but I'll just give you a bit of an idea of how I work. I've got some big pins here that are ideal for knitting. Now the temptation is to put your nose right in the centre, but you've got to have your mouth, so you need to put your nose a bit higher up, and then you've got room for your mouth along here. Okay, so I've got these big pins which are for knitting, and I'll just put that there. I'll just thread my needle, and you can use a longer needle if you want to, and you can use a hooped needle if you want to, but I'm quite happy with this. So all I do is I just go in and I try and go underneath, because I don't want big stitches showing, obviously. So I'm in there, and that's there, and I try and just get on an angle like that. Now I tend to go round a couple of times, because you don't want to have gaps, do you? So just go in on a bit of an angle and pull that through like that. Okay, and again. So we're on the top now, aren't we? Just pull that out, just reshape it. Okay, so I've got a gap there. Okay, so now I like to go round a second time because I have got a few, we can't really see to be honest, and probably doesn't need me to go round a second time, but I do like to. I'll just pull that up a little bit. Okay, so I'll just go round again, and this time I probably won't make my stitches. I'll just make some bigger stitches and just go through like that. And again. Now it would have been nice if I'd have thought on and had enough thread to do my nose and my mouth out of this, but I don't think I'm going to have enough. There we are. So there we are, there's his nose. Just sweet. And I'm just going to pull that through, and there's the bottom. There he is. And I'm going to pull that to the bottom. Try not to pull it so that you make it misshapen. And then I am going to have a little go and see if I can just make the bit that goes down to there. It's being awkward. And don't pull it too tight because you want that to be quite a thick piece. So that's looking nice, isn't it? Right, so we've only got a very small bit here, so we're going to have to be quite clever and get rid of that. Now I'd like a little knot if I can get one in. I might put one over the top of there. And really left myself a very small piece of thread, haven't I? But it'll be alright. Just tighten that. And again, one more. Now then, what you can do now, instead of, you can just push that through that way. Okay, and now I've got a nice little knot in there. And then what I'll do with this is I'll thread this through, and I've gone quite inside and I've picked up some of the stuffing to anchor this thread on. Okay, so I'll just pull that through again. I'll pull that through like that, and I'm going to do that again right inside. I'm going to pull it up there. Now what you need to do is to make sure you have more thread when you come to do this nose. Okay, and I am actually going to push that in again to get rid of it. And there's just a little bit left there. And there's his nose. So just pull it out and just shape it up a bit. If you need to, use your needle and just pull it out, shape it. There it is. It's quite sweet. Got a bit of a lip there. There he is. There's his nose. So that looks all right, doesn't it? It looks pretty good. Just needs a little bit of a squidge just to get it right. Got a little bit of something going on here. But just play with it. Just play with it until you get it right. And the other thing you can do is just use some more thread just to put a few more stitches in there, which is what I'm going to do now. I notice there's a little sort of gap here, so I'm going to fill that up because I've got to do the mouth. So I'm going to fill that bit up. Just get some more wool, yarn I should say. So I'm going to give myself a decent amount, probably far too much, but rather that than not have enough. Okay, now if you look at the picture, it's got quite a thin mouth, whereas this bit, which is what, the septum is it sort of thing, and this bit is much thinner, but we'll just play it by ear. Okay, let's move these out of the way. Right, so I'm going to put it in here and I'm going to hide it inside. And then I'm going to make a few more passes. And this is a point where you can fill it up a little bit. You know where I said I'd got that little hole? I'm going to just fill that up a little bit with some extra stitches on this bit, which is sort of a bit strange. Just put a few more in there, and you're anchoring your thread, and you are also filling up some little holes which have somehow, well, that's crochet, isn't it? You know, you get the odd little hole, don't you? There we are. Okay, might just go over here because I wasn't very happy about that. Okay, sorry, my camera keeps going off. I've just deleted a few things, so yeah. Right, so let's try this. So we'll go from there to there. Now don't pull it tight. Got that. And then we'll go from there to there. And then back again. Sorry if my head got in the way there. Okay. Now this is just your first pass, so don't stress out about it. And don't pull it too tight. And then this way and back to here. Oh yeah, I think that this one might be a little bit shorter, but do you know what? I don't mind. He's got a little sideways grin about him, hasn't he? And keep them all together, and then this one back again. Okay, now I'm just going to gather these up Yeah, this one's just a little bit, the smile is just a little cockeyed, isn't it? But I don't think that's a problem. Right, and also this needs to be joined again. I'm going to have another one across there, I think. I'm going to hide this under here. It's better, like that. I'm going to go back. I'm going to hide that under there. And I'm going to go back under there, and I'm going to go up through the nose. Like that. Okay. Right, so I'm going to go down through here. This is where you wish you'd got a longer needle. I'm going to go back in through there, and I'm going to make my way to this part here, which is going to be hidden. Okay. And I'm just going to hide it inside. So all that thread is now caught up inside. Okay. And there it is. Now I could have carried on and used that thread to attach his eyes, but I decided against that. So that's all caught now, and he's a bit of a sweetie, isn't he? There he is. This part is a bit shorter than this part, but I don't think that's a problem. Okay. So exactly the same way as we've just done the head, we'll now attach his eyes. As we've just done the nose, rather, sorry. We'll attach his eyes. Now it's up to you how far apart you want his eyes and where you want them to go. Now this teddy's eyes are a bit higher up. I'll just stick that pin through there actually, on that one. Makes them look like a panda, doesn't it? So once you've got them in place and you decided where you want them, it looks a bit sad. I think that depends where his eyes are. And then you can decide where you're going to put his ears. It's looking good, isn't it? That's a short pin. So I think his ears need to be cupped round his eyes, don't I? Do you think? That's how I like them anyway. It's entirely up to you where you want to put them. Like that. And that's pretty much all there is to it. Now I think this eye needs to go a bit like that. That's better. I like that better. So that's it really. You now need to have a go, attach them in exactly the same way. Look at that mouth, it's very, very squiffy, isn't it? Oh, he's a darling. Yeah. Okay. So you just need to attach these in exactly the same way. Now the way I'll do these ears is I will go through, up, back and through again. So I'll just sew the eyes on and then I'll come back to you to show you how to do the ears. Okay, so I'm back. I've finished the eyes now and I've just sewn on one ear. I've got a bit of black showing there, so I'm just going to tidy that up a little bit there. There we are. And then I'm just going to push this thread around the back of the head. Another little bit of black showing there. Just tidy that up. And there we are. And we'll just pull that through and get that off. So we've now got our one ear, two eyes and a crooked mouth. Now I brought this one up to show you because he's also got a crooked mouth and he has got a bigger head and he's just slightly different. So it doesn't, you know, it doesn't matter, does it? As long as they have their little personalities, that's all that matters. So I'll just show you how to put this second ear on. Now you just got to be very careful you don't lose pins inside. Now I've just lined them up with the eyes like that. So I'm just going to bob that down into there and then I'm going to bob another one down into there just to, oops, I've missed altogether now, just to hold that ear on, and I think that looks nice. She, I'm going to call her a she, totally different to the brown there. She's got a totally different face. Exactly the same kit. I made that one a while ago and now I'm just making this one, and yeah, they look different, don't they? So let's attach this. Let's attach this now, and if you can hear commotion in the background, I'm afraid it's the rugby on in the downstairs television, so I'm sorry about that. But I mean, I suppose we could say shut the door, but oh, it's not to worry, is it? You know, we've got to support Wales, haven't we? I mean, today we have, but I'm not going to get into that. Right, here we go. So just you can, because it's all white, just watch that now, make sure you're getting the angle right. Yeah, I'm going to put that in there. You can use big stitches with this because you've got a big area and it's all white. Okay, now push that through and then push it right through to the back. There we are. Again, push that through to the front, through there and through to the back. Again, you can go through there. And like that. I'm just going to take that needle out. That pin rather, yes I have. I'm going to take this pin out. There we are. Okay. So, push that through there. To there. Through to the back. These ears are quite far forward, but I quite like them. She's got a much smaller face, and she's a definite she, this one, isn't she? As opposed to the other guy over there, the brown guy. Now when these kits come, you don't know what colour you're going to get. All I knew was it was going to be a light colour as opposed to that brown bear. But some of the friends that I'm doing this project with had grey ones. So yeah. So that's it. All you know is it's going to be a light bear. Okay. So that's attached, that's attached. So let's just hide this now, get rid of it. Just hide these stitches. Just don't pull too tight, otherwise you get a hole like I've got there, which I'll sort out now. Just squish it. Obviously pulled a line of thread there and it's just tightened that up. I'll just get rid of that. That's it. Okay, so there she is, and she's now definitely a she, isn't she, as opposed to this guy who is definitely a he. So there they are, absolutely lovely. Okay, right, so I'll just get the body and I'll be back with you in a minute. Okay, so it does say on the pattern, when you attach the head, it says, place the head on the open shoulders of the body, stuff body a little more if needed, and sew into place. So, there it is. Now I'm just going to put a little bit more in. Just to stuff out this front. Now we can take this out now because we know where the front is. That was the only reason that was in there. far too much really. Okay, so I'm going to start with the back. I'm just going to put some catchy. Sorry about that. Battery needed replacing. So I'm just going to put some stitches in now just to hold this head in place. So I'm working from left to right when I'm actually right-handed, which isn't good, but I just want to catch this in. And then I'll secure it once I've got these stitches in. Okay. So I've got all these batteries now. There we are. Right, so the back's attached now, so we've got a bit of an idea what we're doing. Where am I? There we are. It's just some nice big stitches really. Get that attached. Far too much thread on here, that's why it's making knots. And I've just caught a whole bunch of stuffing in that stitch. Okay, let's go the right way now. That's it. Sorry if my head bobs in the way. So just take a stitch from the body and a stitch from the head, and then you can pull it up. Oh, we've got a knot again. That's it. Whew. And the reason for that is there's far too much thread on here, so I'm just going to cut some off. There we are. That's it. I've still got plenty. So that was into the head. Next one into the body. And then into the head. Into the body. Round again. Okay. Into the head. into the body, head, body, now don't pull too tight, head, body, head, oops, look at that, Jess hair, body, head, body, head. Nearly done now. And that's it. So we're going to go up into the head again and just stitch and stitch, hide this thread. Now you can have a little knot if you want, but I'm just going to hide it. There's plenty of it, it's not going to come undone anytime too soon. So I just keep pushing that through. Try to follow the stitches as best you can. And there we are. Oops, sorry. I knocked you on the floor then. Are you still with me? Yes, you are. And there she is. And as you have discovered, I've decided she is definitely a she. So I'm going to have to show you a picture of her from another angle, I think. So, and there she is. There's a little friend. He's not finished yet. He still needs some pads. She still needs her paws and her feet doing. And I'll do that in a minute and I'll pop that onto the end of this video. But I like her. Her little face is a bit quirky. His face is longer. And droops down a bit, but yeah. I think she's absolutely gorgeous. So if you can, think of a name for her. And for him, he hasn't got a name either. And there she is. She's finished. So all she needs now is a name, and I'll hope that you will put one in the comments below, and then we'll choose her a name. So that's the end of this series of videos, the end of part 6 and the end of this series. So I hope you've enjoyed it, and I hope it's been really helpful, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.